Hello.
Hello.
I'm Cal.
And I'm Nick.
And this is That's Eurovision, baby.
Callum.
Yes.
I feel good.
I feel traumatized. But not for the reasons you think.
But
Yes.
we'll get to that very shortly.
Yes.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, girls and gays, thems and theys, thank you so much for joining us. We have just finished our very Australianly timed viewing of semi-final 2 of Eurovision 2026.
Yes.
And we have got some thoughts.
Yes. So normally, if you've been following the channel, you know that we like a slightly edited, produced episode. But we need to come immediately upstairs to the TEB studio to record our thoughts post semifinal 2 and then immediately post the episode. So this episode is going to be a little bit raw, a bit real, a bit
Honest.
honest.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the same TEB cutting, but you are going to get the same TEB
Cutting
quality.
opinions. Oh, I'll put that in there.
I'll take it.
Okay. So,
Yes, we are fresh out of semi-final 2. We now have the full roster for the grand finale of Eurovision 2026. Sex, if you're German.
Oh,
Austrian.
beautiful.
Swiss.
I am personally extremely excited for this one because, Callum, if you have not seen our semi-final 2 prediction video, well, go and watch that because I'm not going to lie, your boys be psychics.
Call me That's So Raven, because 9 out...
Call me That's So Raven because I be...
If you could gaze into the future... Do you think life would be a breeze? Life is breeze. Anyway, yes, we got 9 out of 10 predictions right the semi-final, and this was the semi-final we thought we'd get like 5 of.
So our own prediction of our own prediction was that we'd be terrible, and we were pretty on the money.
The lesson, we need to believe in ourselves more.
I think that's the lesson that we should all take. And thank you so much for joining us, guys. We will see you on the next one. The next one is how to align your chakras. Feel it in your bones.
So, Nick, let's dive in with our immediate thoughts. Coming fresh out of semi 2, how are you feeling? What's your summation of the night?
I am absolutely stoked.
Yeah, I think...
What a fantastic night. Absolutely in no way a disrespect to semi-final 1 because there were some fantastic acts in there.
Yeah, this was better.
This was the night that was just filled with tension. It was filled with like... you just had no idea what was going to happen.
Semi 1 felt a little bit set in stone.
Yeah.
Even though we got less correct, but, don't listen to us. But I felt like... first half of semi-final 1 were the biggest hitters basically of the year outside of like 1 or 2 songs. And then we got to the second half and it was a bit of a slog. This was exactly what you want a semi-finals to be. It was highs, it was lows, it was unpredictable. But in some ways, I guess it was a bit predictable. But it was good all the same.
Yeah, so I'll say that for semi-final 2, what felt really cool is that it really felt like the performances were the thing that cemented the positions.
I was surprised a lot more this semi-final.
I completely
agree. There were some countries that I didn't necessarily... It's not that I didn't rate them, but I think they just rose in my odds.
Yeah.
Songs I loved and was worried about just ended up going like this. Songs that I maybe was a bit like iffy on ended up kind of being safe qualifiers. Songs that we thought would do well... didn't do very well, but still qualified. We'll get to that.
So, Callum,
yes,
shall we stop being vague?
No.
And shall we get into the specifics?
Let's do it. So, do you want to talk about the obvious qualifiers first?
Let's talk about the obvious qualifiers.
Shall we start with... Australians, oh, let us rejoice.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to bear with us a moment.
Do we have a winner? Is Australia winning Eurovision, or are we just on a post-Delta high?
There was never a time in my little Australian life where I thought I would see us reach the heights of Dami Im once again.
I didn't think we'd be able to meet Dami ever again. Yeah.
I thought that we would be spending the perpetuality of our existence non-qualifying or solidly 16th placing.
In the Dante's Inferno of Eurovision, like, rings of hell.
This is my 19th circle of hell and my 19th place at Eurovision.
Yeah.
I will
Here we are.
eat my own words and tongue because Ms. Delta, and you'll have to forgive me for swearing YouTube so early in the episode, but Miss Delta motherfucking Goodrum, hats off to you.
Milady.
We knew that coming into this, that Delta Goodrum is a trained professional. She is a pianist. She is a singer. She is an icon. She is a legend. She's the owner of Australia's most sold album of all time. And we knew that she did not come to this stage to motherfucking play. And she did not come to this stage to play.
Just really trying to keep monetization up, but you're just trying to sabotage us at every turn. Yes, Delta exceeded expectations, which I didn't think would be possible. But because we knew vocally it would be there.
Yep.
Based on the rehearsal footage, we were getting something very tame. But
Yep.
And we're like, is this going to be a very sort of like low-key performance? And thank God that golden piano came out. Thank God we got her doing a little bit. And then to think the platform raising from the piano.
Oh, mother.
That is absolute Eurovision staging at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
All with the most impeccable vocals. It felt like a winning performance.
Yeah.
And I still don't think we're going to win.
I still don't think that we're going to win, but if this doesn't win, I don't know what could for us.
Oh, I was like Finland, but for us, I don't know.
But if this doesn't win for us, I genuinely don't know.
No, but I think that this has gone from, are we 5th, 4th? This has gone, we're top 3. And with certain running order events that we will discuss, I think we've pretty much solidified a top 3, like assuming everything is so peachy.
So that feels like the perfect place for us then to run on to probably our next certain qualifier.
Our next certain qualifier. I saw you're going with that.
Thank you so much. It is Denmark, who widely one of the favorites to win this year. Seeing Certain bring that performance to life, there was a lot of conversation in the air about the vocals not quite living up to the standard of Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. I think that those suspicions have been put to bed.
That was an incredible vocal performance from Cern tonight. And I must say, yes, it's a copy-paste staging from DMGP, but who cares? It was so good.
When you've got it, you've got it. Don't change it.
When you have magic, you have magic.
Usually the problem comes when countries have something great that everyone falls in love with, and they're like, let's do a remix. It doesn't work.
This is still probably, just from a listening perspective, my favorite song of the year. It's just so perfect pop. We knew it was going to qualify. They were edging us a little bit, waiting till announce them 9th of the 10. Oof. Everyone knew it was going to qualify. And, okay, so should we talk about the elephant in the room?
Let's talk about it.
We haven't seen the specific first half, second half Producer's Choice running orders from Semi 2 just yet, because we've literally run upstairs to record this, but we have seen the running order.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Putting Denmark first.
First is basically saying Denmark's not winning.
Yeah.
And even if we're that confident about Finland and then maybe Greece and now maybe Australia, Denmark was in top 5 contention.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think first place now puts it in 5th to 15th. 10th.
Yeah. So I have a conspiracy theory that I'm about to spread wildly and irresponsibly.
Woo!
Some part of me feels that this decision was made as a position to shore up a jury vote to ensure that an Israel win was not possible.
So you're saying it's to ensure the jury piles onto Finland?
That's my conspiracy theory take based in absolutely nothing, but it feels like to
prevent a jury split, basically.
Yeah, to prevent a jury split onto favourites is to kind of compile it onto Finland and let Denmark be forgotten, because it does feel like if nothing else, based on the odds that Finland has more momentum to carry them through.
And they're going 17th.
Yeah.
Which is
one of the most winningest spots of all time.
It feels, well, look, we'll talk a bit more about running over a little bit later. But yes, I would agree with you. I don't want to put on my conspiracy theory hat, but I think back to 2023, Who the Hell is Edgar? And yes, Who the Hell is Edgar was let down by some pretty subpar staging, but I think its 14th place was in no small part based on it going first.
Yeah.
I think CERN, I'm going to say it CERN.
Yeah, CERN.
Because we kept getting called the wrong CERN, CERN. None of the above. I don't care anymore. CERN. Yeah, because essentially, like, I don't know. I just feel like we're being told that he shouldn't win. Yeah, and I don't like that because I think the song should be given the respect of a winner.
Yeah, I don't think it's that we're being told that he shouldn't win, but I think it's that he's been given forward as the sacrificial lamb, which I hate. But we'll see how it goes. Nothing says that you cannot win from first place, but it just feels like the odds have been stacked against.
Never happened in a modern Eurovision.
Yeah.
I think it happened once when there were like 10 songs.
Yeah.
It's never happened in a 30-plus song, 20-plus song grand final. Yeah. I just want to quickly say, though, Denmark,
Denmark, you are loved.
You are loved. You have taken the most perfect U-turn from going from your god-awful sort of track record.
You have stepped up.
This is what we need to see now on. And if this isn't your year, that's totally fine.
Absolutely.
Just know that everything you are doing,
it is coming for you.
I see a Copenhagen victory sooner than I ever would have predicted.
Yep.
So and that's in no part thanks to Certain. That's in no part thanks to DMGP this year, Erica Jane. That's in no part thanks to Sissal from last year. And I'm not eulogizing them just yet, but I just want to say, like, this performance at the grand final was pitch perfect. Staging was perfect. And I'm so impressed. And I'm so excited to absolutely cheer them on. And I'll just finish my Denmark thing with this very quick statement.
Finish?
Our sweepstakes, I guess, our Eurovision party winner last year was Carl Alessandro, song number 1. So you still might win the personal...
Exactly.
The party that we're hosting on Sunday morning, you might still win that.
If you do not win Eurovision, you have won our hearts, Certain.
Yeah.
So that feels like kind of the next perfect position to move on to our other guaranteed qualifier, which was...
Ukraine,
Leleka with Rhythm, 2 minutes and 58 seconds of the most flawless vocal performance I may have ever heard in my life. It killed me.
That those 2 seconds
where her voice just broke at the very, very top of the highest note. That was the bit that they kept repeating. We know that that's the part that they choose in advance.
They predetermined,
But it was just like, oh no.
Look,
but oh my God.
I understand, but I don't like the cynicism towards Ukraine.
No.
But when you produce music that is this good, we do not deserve to to be cynical of that, because
if anyone's got beef with Ukraine qualifying, you can come talk to me directly, because I don't know what you're seeing that I'm not, because I'm seeing qualifiers.
Cynicism for the sake of cynicism.
Yeah, it's cynicism for the sake of seeing a conspiracy.
Exactly. And anyway, I think for me, this was such a masterclass in simplicity, in cinematography, I guess. It was some of my favorite staging, I must say. The way the camera really the wind machine, her costuming,
the big draperies,
the draperies, the bandora player. It was so simple, but it felt huge. And her vocals, outside of the vocal crack, but again, we wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't in the loopy. It was such a magical moment, and we had I think when we reviewed Ukraine's song, we were like, oh, it's not our favorite Ukrainian song. I genuinely think this performance turned me. It was so... This is what I talk about when I talk about elevations from a national final to a grand final. It's just some of the most magical vocals. I just felt so much emotion in it, and Ukraine... An absolutely deserved qualification from you guys. like every fucking year, to be fair.
She just absolutely embodied that performance. Like, she just felt like this seed of the earth, like creature rising from the ground. Like, just insanity. Like, the costuming, it's like, it's not big and over the top. It just works.
It just worked. And can we talk about the fact that when Denmark into Australia, into Ukraine, like that 1, 2, 3 punch, I'm going to say it is the best sequence of songs from both semifinals.
That was just insane.
We were just sitting there being like, perfection, perfection, perfection.
Yeah. I actually genuinely felt like we needed to pause the semifinal because I was like, I need a rest.
It was just, we just saw 3 absolutely magical performances in a row. Now, I want to talk about a 4th magical performance.
I would love you to.
Maybe my favorite of the night, though.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Would you agree with me? Without spoiling it?
3, 2, 1, Czechia. Daniel Ziska.
Holy shit.
Oh
my God.
So, I'm going to put myself out here. I'm going to be very vulnerable.
You're going to be hyperbolic right now?
I'm quite prone to hyperbole because as someone...
What?
As someone with a mild degree of autism, I'm only capable of remembering the things that happened within the last 18 seconds of me starting this sentence. And I started this sentence 20 seconds ago. So it's not...
So it was the greatest sentence to ever be spoken.
It's the greatest sentence to ever be spoken. And I will say, this is one of the most incredible vocal performances that I have ever seen, not just at Eurovision, but in my life. I don't know if I have ever seen someone achieve that quality, consistency, and just smooth perfection of vocals while looking like he is literally reading the Sunday Times and doing the crossword at the same time.
I think that's the key thing with his performance is we obviously got the music video from Czechia and we both said...
We loved it.
We loved it, but we both said it's hard for us to understand what the delivery is going to be like live because this could all be auto-tuned, this could be whatever. So to see Daniel do it so effortlessly, the confidence in that performance, those high notes, it didn't look like he was even struggling.
No.
That was a masterclass in vocal delivery. And I just want to say too, that staging was...
incredible.
Like genuinely impeccable. The whole Mirrors thing, it was so well done.
Yeah.
Czechia, like, so... when we were the qualifiers being announced and they left Denmark and Czechia to the end, and obviously Czechia's had a checkered history in qualifying. I'm the first person to ever make that joke.
A Czechia?
You ruined the joke now. That's fine.
Sorry.
A Czechia history in qualifying. I was worried that somehow, even with juries back in the semi-final, that we wouldn't see this.
Yep.
And for them to leave it to last, I was hyperventilating a little bit. I was very nervous.
Callum, were you hyperventilating? I didn't notice. And you know what? You're not going to notice too. That is, unless you're a member of the Patreon, because on our Patreon, if you are so lucky...
These segues are so bad.
Because if you are so lucky to be a member of our Patreon, A, we are immensely grateful for you. We love you and we thank you very much. But if you're not yet, we post lots of wonderful exclusive clips, including our live reactions to all of the qualifiers from this year's semi-finals.
Where you can see me hyperventilating.
Or not hyperventilating. I guess you'll never know. Unless you do.
Yes, our patrons get exclusive videos, they get ad-free access to our videos, and they just get to the satisfaction of knowing they're a part of a community. And of course, one of the key things about being a patron is that you get to be a part of our esteemed Wall of Beige, which is coming up right now. Yes, if you are on this wall, just know you are loved, you're blessed,
just know,
and you're a baby.
Yeah, if you are on this wall, you're one of our cousins.
Okay, that was... Sure, you're a baby.
Okay, so that brings us to the last of the in the heart of our hearts, we knew...
The ones we knew all along.
Never in doubt to qualify. Romania... Alexandra Kapitanescu with her song Choke Me. She choked the entirety of Europe, Australia, and the rest of the world in one fell swoop. What a fucking performance.
Perfect.
What a fucking woman.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was like, again, we always say we're not necessarily harder rock or like sort of these more emo people.
Look, we love girly pop and we are who we are.
But Romania and Serbia, not the same songs, but just songs in that hard rock genre, both have really just charmed us this year. Choked us this year. And watching her performance, we just were like, you know what I liked? We were in safe choking hands. We saw a staging. We're like, this is so obviously qualifying from like probably the first like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm so proud of Romania. I think I love seeing a country that has struggled, say, since a post-COVID world to make an impact that says we're locking in. Denmark, exactly the same. And this, I think, and I'm hoping, could be the start of a bit of Romanian renaissance.
I just want to say of Alexandra herself, I absolutely adore when you just look in someone's eyes and you're like, I'm in good hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I am in safe hands because
her stage presence is just
it's the dumbest thing because even from the moment where the opening camera shot is like a shot of her leg just like tapping her heel, from the second even just seeing that, I was just like, oh, she's fucking got this.
There's some X Factor.
Yeah.
She won The Voice, not the X Factor. So,
there's just some The Voice.
There is some sort of je ne sais quoi, or Björk, to her stage presence that we identified in the Romanian national selection. We said there's something in this that's just got a spark to it. Yeah. And to see it be fully realized on the Eurovision stage is genuinely like the most magical thing.
Just seeing someone be set free like that.
Yes.
Like it feels like Romania just said like, here's the checkbook.
Yeah.
Like, don't be stupid, but like do what you need to do. Buy what you need to buy. Bring who you need to bring. Organize what you need to organize. We know that you've got this. We are going to leave you alone so that you can just do what you need to do. And she did it.
Whoever the stage director was, and it's obviously not the same one that was 2023 stage director.
Oh,
to make that
poor
clear.
Andre.
But I just think that I think they came in needing to prove something. I'll just be fully transparent. They needed to prove themselves.
They needed to prove something because the thing is, if you're going to go away and you're going to come back, you want to make sure, like, you don't want to come back just for funsies. Like, you want to come back because you feel that the time is now right. You've got the right talent or you've got the right team around you.
And it made perfect sense. Yeah. And, so Romania, we're singing your praises. Just know that, like, I'm predicting a top 10 placement for Romania this year.
Absolutely.
I genuinely think that's a single-digit placement because that performance is special.
Still stand by that. I think this is a long shot to win, but I am not willing to rule it out because I just think that there is no way, whether you like beautiful ballads, whether you like girly pop, whether you like disco, whether you like EDM, I don't think that there is a way that you can look at Alexandra Kapitanescu on that stage performing and not go,
star power.
Fuck, she's cool.
Absolutely.
Like, I just don't think there's a way.
Okay, do we want to very, very, very quickly go through the other qualifiers? Do you have your phone available?
It's under my ass.
Do you want to go through them? Should I vamp in the meantime?
I think
choke me, choke me, choke a banger, banger, Azerbaijan. No, we're going through the qualifiers.
No, Azerbaijan.
Bulgaria, amazing choreo, really great staging.
Rough vocals,
but I think can be improved.
I think can be improved. She just needs to take a little breath.
Speaking of rough vocals, Cyprus,
step up.
Shouldn't have qualified. I'm sorry. Yeah. Switzerland and Latvia should have taken your spot.
And Armenia.
And Armenia too.
Like,
Cyprus, you are lucky that this song has such a sense of spirit about it, because this performance was not good.
This song is still so fun, and there's still opportunity to improve, but you need to step up because that was not it.
I'm going to skip to Norway very quickly. We'll talk about Albania and Malta very soon. Norway, we knew it was going to qualify.
Yep.
Still not happy that Melody Grand Prix is so bad.
Yep.
And yet again, you chose a song that is really, really fucking good. And of course got you through.
Exactly.
But step up your game, Norway, for your national selection.
Exactly. And also, I still don't love this staging package. I still don't love the screen graphics. I think that this song is a great song to be introduced as a bit of a fun sing-along.
This is 19th place.
I completely agree.
So let's talk about... Okay, so we predicted wrongly. We thought Armenia would qualify, and we said Malta wouldn't, because we thought Malta and Albania in their placements were fighting for each other's points. We then watched Albania and Malta back to back. We both said both of these songs fucking should qualify, and they 100% did. We had nothing to worry about. We're in safe hands with both of them.
Albania.
Brilliant.
My only criticism, but even then, it was... worked around, was that the music was too loud that you could barely hear him sing in parts.
Sure, but sound mix was weird.
The sound mixing was weird, but I think that they really used that opportunity well when they cut the sound completely away and just let him sing on his own.
And I just want to say quickly, Albania committed a cardinal sin that we don't like, which is like loved ones coming up on stage in a way that's saccharine. Albania did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Albania did it in a way, the mum coming up dressed beautifully, taking the sunnies off. I thought that whole staging was perfect. One of the only, like, a handful of times I think that they got away with it.
I completely agree. But yeah, I think that they've kind of got the balance. I still don't think they've got the balance right of being able to hear him versus being able to have the really choral effect. I think that I would love to hear him a little bit more, but I think that the opportunities that they had when they cut the music away and let him just sing on his own, I think is what got this across the line.
Turn the microphone up in the grand final, and you got a great song.
Malta.
That staging was impeccable.
I am sorry that we ever had doubts.
Genuinely, I'm so sorry we doubted you. And watch our semi-to reaction video. We were pained to say this wasn't qualify, and I think it was because we thought Albania's song was stronger. But I would argue of the two, Malta had the better performance tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that I am still going to provide my controversial opinion that I think that the national final performance from the Malta ESC was better.
I completely disagree.
Not necessarily vocally. I think he sounded impeccable tonight. But I think that the Rose Tornado, as we are... Rose Tornado, TM, as we are calling it.
Drag name.
Rose Tornado would be a great drag name. But Rose Tornado for Malta, I think it was much better realized in the Malta national final than it was here. Callum disagrees.
I completely disagree. I thought if you go back and watch our Malta video, we do this thing where we like to ideate the staging. And I said, I don't like the CGI tornado. I think it's a bit tacky. How do we make the tornado feel a bit more practical effects? And I said, I remember saying, I don't know, but I hope they figure it out.
They did.
Figured it out. This Rose Tornado was so much more subtle with the wind machine and the spinning, and you could just see them in the background. And honestly, I disagree with you completely, and I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
This staging was incredible, and it was the perfect expression of that. So I'm fully team the staging, and I think Malta blew us away, and I'm really happy that Malta is on a 2-year qualification streak now because they deserve it.
Yeah. We'll do a very, very quick commiserations.
Yes, well, yeah.
Let's be honest. Our predominant commiserations go to Switzerland.
Well, okay, Azerbaijan we knew, Luxembourg we knew, Armenia controversial, but again, he didn't enunciate a single word. So it was really hard to understand what he was saying.
We originally predicted an Armenian qualification. Unfortunately, I think that if this song was sung in Armenian,
it would be a different story.
Think it would have qualified.
It was so fun, but like his talk rapping, you couldn't understand.
You couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Switzerland should have qualified. and taken Cyprus's place.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that fully transparently. Yeah. Switzerland deserved to qualify this year.
Switzerland deserved to qualify. I do think that Cyprus didn't deserve to qualify, not because we don't like the song, but because the performance was extremely subpar. I really hope that we see a much better performance from her in the grand final.
Yep.
Because what we saw in the semi-final was really not good enough.
And then finally, Latvia. I am really devastated. Latvia has become one of Nick and I's favorite national selections. Burman Laimi last year was an all-time favorite of ours, so it's really sad to not see Latvia in the grand final. But
at Vara, know that you did absolutely everything that you could have. Your performance was incredible. I think that the staging elevation, although the performance was markedly similar to what we saw at the national final, I think you elevated the CGI effects. I think that you elevated what you could. It just wasn't the year for this song.
I think Latvia is going into a Czechia space where even if they don't qualify, the marker quality is undeniable, and don't take this as a sign of not doing well. I think Latvia is on track to win very soon.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But Callum,
yes,
that brings us to the end of an unstructured, chaotic, but deliciously fun semi-final 2 recap.
Semi-final 2.
I was so stoked to see this, and honestly, this has put me in such good stead for the grand final, because I really feel like and we had this discussion earlier, reintroducing the juries into the semi-finals,
the best decision,
has been wonderful, because it just feels like it's really brought the playing field a bit more level.
I agree.
And I think that, we're pretty lucky, because of the 30 possible predictions,
only got 3 wrong.
Yeah.
So we're 27 of 30 for qualifying, which I'm very proud of.
Pretty fucking happy with that.
And the thing is, the reason I'm really happy with juries being back is I think it just has allowed certain countries, and we don't know the results yet, but I personally think that a country like Lithuania, maybe even a Czechia, is given the chance to shine in a grand final that maybe they don't previously get.
And if you can look me in my eyes and tell me that Czechia and Lithuania don't deserve to be there, that is your opinion, but we fundamentally disagree on that point.
And Nick's eyes are slightly lazy, so therefore it doesn't matter.
You can't look me in my eyes because one of them's looking this way and one of them's looking over there, so try it, bitch.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Semi-final 2 was honestly a bit of an underdog, and it ended up exceeding expectations, and I just absolutely loved it. I had a great time tonight. And yes,
more importantly, I've had a great time on this episode, Callum.
So have I. We're leaving it there. The next time you're going to see us is going to be the grand final of Eurovision,
which
2020.
Six. Okay. But more importantly, while we've had a great time, I hope that you have had a great time as well. If you have had a great time and you are not subscribed to the channel, well, now would be the absolute perfect time, because we have had an absolute blast this Eurovision season. You'll be able to go see all of the songs that we've covered. We've covered the semi-finals, the national finals, the song selections. We have done it all, and we will be continuing on.
If this is your first Eurovision and you've somehow stumbled across this, then yes, we are two Australian Eurovision consumers who just love to yap about Eurovision. And
God knows we do love to yap.
If you like a bit of water cooler discussion, if you are the kind of person like us who maybe didn't have like the big friendship group to like talk about Eurovision with, then you found your community, and we've created a community of incredible people who want to talk about Eurovision too. So yes, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have been following us for a while now and you're still not a Patreon, but you are curious to see live reactions, full song rankings, rehearsal footage reactions, please sign up to that too.
And we are appreciative of any and all support. Get down in the comments. Let us know who you were rooting for this semi-final. Did you get all of your picks?
I'm just going to say, I hate the host. And that somehow the Austria versus Australia interval act looked like a masterclass compared to that I'm so excited bullshit.
Yeah. But
that's all we'll leave it there.
We'll recap that in our total Eurovision recap, which again, if you want to check that out, that's going to be happening after the grand final finishes, so you're going to have to subscribe. But for now, guys, we will see you once we've got a winner for this bloody thing.
Yeah,
so
that's wild.
That feels scary. We're going to go drink now, if that's okay.
Going to go sleep?
Oh, that too. Because it's also like 10:30 at night for us.
Club.
Another club.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
Club.
Bus.
Club.
Another club. Another club.